It is no secret that the generations before mine look at my age group and the media that defines the people in my age and think to themselves, there's little that they have to offer to our society. But I think my generation is strongly misunderstood, and I think that we are highly underestimated. I think that there's a lack of positive coverage for what we really have to offer because I've seen firsthand what the youth of this generation can provide and bring to the table. I, along with several other people that I've come to know over the years, we try to do what we can to make a good impression on our society. And one of the ways we go about doing this is an annual trip we attend called Appalachian Service Project, or ASP. And what the trip is, it's the Methodist Church of my town and the Methodist Church of the neighboring town gather a group of young people and adult leaders to travel to the mountainous region of Appalachia in the Appalachian region of our country. And what the problem is down there is there's a lot of poverty that the rest of our country is almost completely oblivious to. It's really bad. And our goal is to repair homes and enlighten the lives of people who have been impoverished, entire families that have been living in poverty, and no one really seems to notice. As a volunteer project, there's not a lot to gain physically, but I've still seen a growing number of participants each year. The ASP official site actually says that they've reached an average of 17,000 participants, including volunteers and leaders. And while that doesn't speak to my entire generation as a whole, it really does show that we deserve a little more credit than we're given. While the physical gains are little to none, the trip does have a lot of other aspects that it offers, such as you really grow some strong bonds with some people, whether you've known them your whole life or they're strangers. You really get the chance to appreciate what you've got. And lastly, you walk away knowing that you helped someone who was really in need. Now, when it comes to building relationships, it's probably best to first gather an idea of the diversity that ASP brings together. They take people from as far north as northern Illinois to as far south as Texas. And then they all meet together in this one very diverse alone area of our country. And the others that usually come from other states are also different cultures on their own, so when our Central Illinois culture mends with theirs along with another, it really makes for an interesting experience, and it's always a great time to get to know the other people on the trip, and especially the families that you get to work for. They're always super grateful to have you there, and they're super enlightened by your presence, and that alone is one good reason that the trip has a great effect on people who go on it. Believe it or not, it's a great chance to make stronger bonds with people you've known your entire life even. My grandpa went the first 2 years that I went on the trip, and I swear he made more friends than I did. It was a great chance for me to see another side of the man that I already greatly respected. And then my last year I went, my little brother got the chance to go. It was his first year. He just turned 14, which is the youngest year you can go. And he really enjoyed it himself. He's going again this coming year, and it was a really good experience for us to bond together, especially with me being at college. I don't get to spend as much time with him. And aside from meeting all these new people and making great relationships with people you already know, it really provides the chance for you to get to know yourself as well. With poverty in the entire region being more than double the national average, the ASP organization has actually put those statistics together. It's definitely a unique opportunity for you to step into someone else's shoes. A volunteer can really learn to appreciate what they have by living a part of the lives of those less fortunate, and especially when you see how happy and content they are with the life that they're living. In fact, countless people every year go on this trip and leave knowing that they've bettered someone's lives. It's just a great feeling. I've talked to several people, the leaders that I've talked to. There's full-time applicants that work for ASP that I've talked to, and they say just the best thing that the whole trip has to offer is just that feeling that you get after knowing you've helped improve someone's life and enlighten their experience. With 6 trips under my belt too, I can say from experience that it has a lot to give in the terms of self improvement, in the terms of relationship building with other people, and it's really just another great way to appreciate the chance to help others.